This lesson, we will learn about arrays and how to create and access them in C#. Array is a collection of variables of the same type. That could be any of the variables type we learned in the previous lesson, such as int, float, bool, or string. The syntax to declare an array is data type, open and close square brackets, variable name, equal, open curly brackets, and then the values of the items separated by comma, and then closing the curly brackets and semicolon. Here is an example of how to declare an array of type int or integer that contains three values inside. Int, open and close square brackets, myInt array, which is the name of variable or the array, equal, open curly bracket, 3, 5, 9, close the curly bracket and semicolon. Here we declare an array that its name is myIntArray and the type of the array is int, and the array contains three values which are 3, 5, 9, and their type is integer, which is the type of the array. You can also declare an empty array and add the values later. In this case, the syntax is data type, open and close square brackets, variable name, equal, new, and then data type, and then open square bracket, and then the number of items that the array should contain, then close the bracket and semicolon. For example, int, open and close square brackets, myIntArray, equal, new, int, open square bracket, 3, close square bracket, and semicolon. Here we have int, which is the type of the items in the array, and then the name of the array, myIntArray. Then the new is the keyword that indicate that a new array will be created, and it will need the type of the items in the array, which is int, and how many items in the array, which is in this case 3. Here we should define the number of items in the array, which in this example is 3 items. Then later we can assign a value to each item using the syntax variable name, open square bracket, index number, close the square bracket, equal, item value, and semicolon. The index number refers to the position of the item in the array. Notice that in C#, the index of an array starts with 0. So the index of the first item is 0, the index of the second item is 1, and the index of the third item is 2, and so on. For example, myIntArray, open square bracket, 0, close square bracket, equal 3, semicolon. Here, we are assigning the value 3 to the first item by passing the index of that item between the two square brackets. myIntArray 1 equal 5. Here we are assigning the value of 5 to the second item, index 1, in the myIntArray array. Similarly, myIndexArray 2 equal 9. So here we are assigning the value of 9 to the third item, index 2, in the array. Let's do a simple exercise. Open the rotate object script from the previous lesson. Let's declare an array of type string. The name of the array is names and it contains 4 items. So it would be string, open and close square brackets, names, equal, new, string, open square bracket, and we'll pass the number of the items, which is 4, and close the square brackets and semicolon. Inside the start method, remove the debug.log line and let's assign values for each of the 4 items. names 0 equal John and semicolon. Here, we assign the string John as the first item of the names array. Note that the first item has index value of 0. Okay, let's assign strings to the other three items. I will just copy this line and paste it under 3 times. Then I will modify each item. So here, the first item is John, the second is Alex, third is Sarah, and the last is Billy. Let's change the last item of the names array inside the update method by adding a dot to the text of the last item in each frame. In the update method, add the line names index 3 equal names index 3 plus the string dot, then semicolon. Change the debug.log in the update method by changing the text to the last name is colon space and change the printed value to names index 3 so that we can print the last or the fourth item of the names array. Save the script using Ctrl and S and go back to the Unity editor. Ensure that the console window is in focus. Click the play button to run the game. Notice that a dot is added to the name Billy every frame. Great! In this lesson, we learn about array, which is very useful variable in C# and Unity.